believe me, just watch.
Dog was here today.
Good way to start off.
All right.
Don't believe me, just watch.
We're back on the Morning Brew with friends with Eric Renz Whitmore and Commander Opedal. Do I have to salute you? Can I salute you? Okay.
You can. Anytime.
Brand new base commander. And I guess it's honorary base commander. And you get to
One of many.
One of many. You, the mayor, a bunch of other community leaders on Friday night.
Chris Youngblood, Larry Lujan.
Excellent.
Very good people.
When can we get Eric named a commander of something?
Eric already is the commander of entrepreneurism in Albuquerque.
Commander Renz Whitmore. I like that.
It's pretty exciting stuff.
I like that. Well, you got a lot of stuff going on right now. I think you guys are getting ready for, when do you guys go to South by Southwest? Is that coming up, right?
It's coming up in March, so we're getting startups and everyone together. We're going to have a great presence there. So South by Southwest announced that there's a panel that the mayor's on, which is really
And the mayor, but we don't mean like the mayor of like Austin or something. We mean our mayor.
Our mayor.
Albuquerque.
What a great shift. South by Southwest is a place where you figure out how to become the next Boston or Austin or Bay Area.
Right.
Now, you'll see that there's a group of cities that are really doing well, bootstrapping themselves based on their own unique strengths, and that's being highlighted for the first time. And so our mayor will be leading that panel on the first full day.
That's right.
And then there's a pre-day now where he's going to talk about heading home with other mayors from the Conference of Mayors, which is also there this time for the first time ever.
Very
and
cool.
So our mayor will be featured on 2 of those panels. South by Southwest is a really cool thing.
This is more of the Urlacher effect.
There's more of the Urlacher effect.
I dig it.
The national media is seeing us. They're saying, hey, come and tell us your story.
I love it. I love it. And so what else? Thursday is a big event too, right?
So we've been doing, and you heard from a couple of folks last month about Entrepreneurial Happy Hour. So it's something we did is just kind of a monthly event to get entrepreneurs and startups and folks together over at Tractor Brewing in Wells Park. So we're doing the second one this month, just coming up this Thursday, and that's on passion projects. People that, sometimes it's the heart that drives you maybe more than your head.
Right.
But you get something started, and it just leads to fantastic results. So very excited to bring that on Thursday night.
Very cool. Well, I think even that event is a passion project, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Because you're not making money at it. It's free to get in, right?
Yeah, totally. And great support from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Tractor Brewing folks. But it's the stories of the people who are making things happen in this town. This is a great venue for that, but we just need to share those stories more often. So
when you find them, tell us. We'll have those people on the show.
Fantastic.
We'd love it. We absolutely love it. Because there's always these great events. Because the last one was on the Fail Night, was what the last one was called, right?
First attempt in learning.
Right.
Fail night.
I love that he made this an acronym.
The point is to make an entrepreneurial startup community. It takes being run by entrepreneurs. It takes a give before you get long-term attitude. We include everyone.
Right.
And I mean everyone, no matter how messy it gets. And you have a constant schedule of events that engages your entrepreneurs, your innovators, and those that love them.
So how many times have you failed?
Oh, this morning?
Right. Since you woke up.
Right.
Just driving down here, right?
That's right.
But there is a lot going on, and one of the things, the city, and I'm guessing everybody in the tech world is supporting this new bill that is going before the state legislature right now that would allow people that instead of being taxed on capital gains from making money from a company, you could actually invest that money.
That's right.
And it's people are a little, I think, unclear on how this works.
If you're a New Mexico citizen and you make money on an investment in a New Mexico company and you want to take that money and reinvest it in another New Mexico company, that's what the bill talks about.
And it lets you just not pay taxes. You just have to slide. So rather than paying your 17% capital gains, I could put that money into one of Eric's startups.
This is just the state level now, so it's a little bit different. But what it will do is allow you to take that money and put it in tax-free into a new investment. That means the Jared Tarbells, the Andy Lims, the folks who have made money here will keep it here.
The folks from Skybender and Google.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So if you've invested in a company and made money on that, you can take that money and reinvest it in another New Mexico company. That's how we keep the flywheel going here. And this is what other states do, and that's how it works.
Well, we've been trying for such a long time to get capital for startups. It's the big struggle in New Mexico, right? I mean, like you go to the Bay Area, you go to Austin, there's money all over, right?
That's right.
And we just don't have that here. So what, is there any kind of silver bullet, or is this just one thing and you just keep building up just keep building the box of ammo, so to speak.
That's right, and that's a great way to say it, a box of ammo or a quiver of arrows.
Right.
And so the SIC just a few weeks ago passed a great arrow.
The State Investment Council.
State Investment Council, a $20 million fund, which can be distributed to fund managers around the state to invest in small companies, 4 to 10 small companies each, and that's going to really...
So if you had a little company that, say, ran a TV show,
just like that. And
we could get some of that money. We could say, hey, this is for us.
A fund manager can go to the SIC and say, to Sun Mountain Capital,
Yeah.
who's running the fund of funds, and
Right.
say, we'd like some money to invest in some of our investable companies. You put together a good investment committee, and this is going to be a game changer for New Mexico. This gets some of that capital out. We have a gap in our capital stack. We can get money up to about $500,000 from some of our great angel networks
Right.
and other places, Axion, Loan
Right.
Fund. But when you get to that $500,000 to $2.5 million, we've got a big gap because
Right.
a lot of our VCs have moved downstream.
Right.
This fills that gap.
And by moving downstream, there's a lot of these venture capital firms, guys that invest big money in companies. They don't want to deal with a $2 million
That's right.
investment.
That's
it's
right.
not worth their time, which still blows my mind.
Well, a $2 million investment takes as much due diligence as a $20 million investment.
Right.
And there's some $20 million companies around.
Right, like Andy Lim's.
Lavu and Scorpios and
Right.
Trelumina. There's some companies
Right.
here in town that are worth that because they've got repeat customers.
Right.
In a big growth area. But if you've got a minimum viable product and you don't have those customers yet, that's where we need help. So we've got some great Sunport, InnoBright, a bunch of really amazing companies, especially
Right.
that have come out of our accelerators
Right.
now,
Right.
that need that kind of money, or they'll leave.
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
want the Urlacher effect because people see a company that's moved.
Right.
We want to see from products that leave and showcase out.
We want to have a made in Albuquerque stamp on
That's
there.
right.
I love
That's
it.
exactly right.
We're back in a couple of seconds. Kathy McGill is in, and we're going to talk about Black History Month. I can't believe it's already February. And it's cold out there.
We are blessed to be a minority majority city and state.
Right.
And that's part of our culture and heritage.
I love it too.
Yep.
Back in a couple of seconds in the Morning Brew.